Greetings, fellow space enthusiasts. Today, we embark on an intergalactic journey revisiting the iconic cast of Lost in Space from 1965. Guy Williams, Professor John Robinson. Guy Williams was born in New York City in 1924. He was an actor and model who started his career as a fashion model and appeared in magazines like GQ and Esquire. He became famous for his roles in movies like The Prince of Foxes and Captain from Castile, and for his TV roles as Zorro and Professor John Robinson. He starred in Lost in Space as Professor John Robinson, the leader of the Robinson family and a scientist who specialized in astrophysics and geology. He was also a skilled pilot and fighter, who often protected his family from danger. After Lost in Space, he appeared in movies like The Treasure of Jamaica Reef and Captain Sinbad. He also appeared on shows like Bonanza, The Banana Splits Adventure Hour and The Love Boat. He retired from acting in 1973 and moved to Argentina, where he had a large fan base. He died of a brain aneurysm in 1989 at the age of 65. June Lockhart, Maureen Robinson. June Lockhart was born in New York City in 1925. She is an actress who started her career as a child star on Broadway and radio. She became famous for her roles in movies like A Christmas Carol and Sergeant York, and for her TV roles as Ruth Martin on Lassie and Maureen Robinson on Lost in Space. She starred in Lost in Space as Maureen Robinson, the wife of Professor John Robinson and the mother of 3 children. She was a biochemist and a homemaker, who often helped her husband with his scientific work and cared for her family. She also had a close bond with the robot, who called her Mom. After Lost in Space, she appeared in movies like Just Tell Me What You Want, Troll, Sleepaway Camp 2, Unhappy Campers, and Zombie Hamlet. She also appeared on shows like Petticoat Junction, General Hospital, Roseanne, Babylon 5, and Grey's Anatomy. Also hosted several TV shows and documentaries, such as The Big Picture, the all-new Let's Make a Deal, and Unbelievable Animals. She is still active as an actress and lives in Los Angeles. Mark Goddard, Major Don West. Mark Goddard was born in Lowell, Massachusetts, in 1936. He is an actor who started his career as a theater actor and appeared in plays like The Caine Mutiny Court Martial and The Glass Menagerie. He became famous for his TV roles as Detective Sergeant Chris Ballard on Johnny Ringo, Cully on The Detectives, and Major Don West on Lost in Space. He starred in Lost in Space as Major Don West, the pilot of the Jupiter 2 spaceship and a military officer who often clashed with Professor John Robinson over leadership issues. He also had a romantic interest in Judy Robinson, played by Marta Kristen. After Lost in Space, he appeared in movies like The Monkey Who Dollartly, Blue Sunshine, The Dream Merchants, and A Doggone Hollywood. He also appeared on shows like Mod Squad, The Fall Guy, Murder, She Wrote, Baywatch, and Diagnosis Murder. He also became a teacher and earned a master's degree in education from Bridgewater State College. He retired from teaching in 2004 and lives in Massachusetts. Billy Mumy, Will Robinson. Billy Mumy was born in San Gabriel, California, in 1954. He is an actor, musician, writer, and voice artist who started his career as a child star and appeared in movies like The Twilight Zone, the movie, and Dear Bridget. He became famous for his TV roles as Anthony Fremont on The Twilight Zone, Pip Phillips on The Alfred Hitchcock Hour, and Will Robinson on Lost in Space. He starred in Lost in Space as Will Robinson, the youngest child and son of the Robinson family and a genius who often helped his father with his scientific experiments. He also had a close friendship with the robot, who became his loyal protector and companion. He also had several encounters with aliens and other dangers. After Lost in Space, he appeared in movies like Bless the Beasts and Children, Papillon, Sunset Limousine, and In the Beginning. He also appeared on shows like Bewitched, The Rockford Files, Matlock, Babylon 5, and Star Trek, Deep Space Nine. He also became a musician and formed several bands, such as Barnes and Barnes, The Generators, and the B5. He also became a writer and wrote several comic books, novels, and scripts. He also voiced characters on shows like Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Batman, The Brave and the Bold, and Bravest Warriors. is still active as an actor, musician, writer, and voice artist and lives in Los Angeles. Angela Cartwright Penny Robinson Angela Cartwright was born in Altrincham, England, in 1952. She is an actress, photographer, and author who moved to the United States with her family when she was 3 years old. She started her career as a child star and appeared in movies like The Sound of Music and The Children's Hour, became famous for her TV roles as Linda Williams on The Danny Thomas Show and Penny Robinson on Lost in Space. She starred in Lost in Space as Penny Robinson, the middle child and daughter of the Robinson family and an animal lover who often befriended alien creatures. She also had a crush on Jimmy Hapgood, played by Warren Oates. After Lost in Space, she appeared in movies like Beyond the Poseidon Adventure, Lost in Space Forever, and The Bolt Who Screwed Christmas. Also appeared on shows like Make Room for Granddaddy, Adam 12 Airwolf, and The Love Boat. Also became a photographer and published several books of her work, such as Mixed Emulsions, Altered Art Techniques for Photographic Imagery, Styling the Stars, Lost Treasures from the 20th Century Fox Archive, and Styling the Stars, Treasures from the Warner Brothers Archived. She is still active as an actress, photographer, and author and lives in Los Angeles.
If you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated with more content, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel.
Marta Kristin Judy Robinson. Marta Kristin was born in Oslo, Norway, in 1945. She is an actress who was adopted by an American couple and moved to the United States when she was 4 years old. She started her career as a child model and appeared in magazines like 17 and Glamour. She became famous for her roles in movies like Beach Blanket Bingo and Savage Sam, and for her TV role as Judy Robinson on Lost in Space. She starred in Lost in Space as Judy Robinson, the eldest child and daughter of the Robinson family and a musical prodigy who played several instruments. She also had a romantic interest in Major Don West, played by Mark Goddard. After Lost in Space, she appeared in movies like Terminal Island, Battle Beyond the Stars, The Machinist, and Lost in Space Forever. Also appeared on shows like My Three Sons, The Man from UNCLE, Mannix, The Bold and the Beautiful, and Renegade. Is still active as an actress and lives in Los Angeles. Jonathan Harris Dr. Zachary Smith Jonathan Harris was born in New York City in 1914. He was an actor who started his career as a stage actor and appeared in plays like The Heart of a City and The Madwoman of Chaillot. Became famous for his TV roles as Bradford Webster on The Third Man and Dr. Zachary Smith on Lost in Space. He starred in Lost in Space as Dr. Zachary Smith, a doctor and a spy who sabotaged the Jupiter 2 spaceship and became trapped with the Robinson family. He was a cowardly and selfish man who often caused trouble for the others with his schemes and lies. He also had a love-hate relationship with the robot, whom he called names like Bubble-Headed Booby and Clumsy Clump of Condensation. He also had a soft spot for Will Robinson, played by Billy Mumy, whom he called My Dear Boy. After Lost in Space, he appeared in movies like A Bug's Life, Toy Story 2, and Shrek 2. He also appeared on shows like Battlestar Galactica, Space Academy, Freakazoid, and Spider-Man. He also voiced characters on shows like The Banana Splits Adventure Hour, The New Adventures of Pinocchio, The Simpsons, and Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. He died of a blood clot in 2002 at the age of 87.
Thank you, and see you in the next video.